Welcome back to Johnny Custom Glock's Frontside Press, where I am here with Jeffrey and Julie.
I still got a little bit of wax in there. Get it?
Hold on, I'll get it.
Oh, much better.
Oh. You got it? All right. I'm always there for you. Don't forget that.
Excellent.
All right. So this is the show.
Christmas show. Christmas edition 2024.
An iPad that is on mute with no volume to play noise. I'm impressed.
Is it making noise?
Yeah.
You know I'm half deaf. I can't hear it. Thank you.
Jeff, say something. Say something.
Something.
Okay, good. All right. All right, so let me block my face so I can't see it. All right.
Corey's on.
Great. What else we got on?
Cat's on.
Cat. Wardrobe by Cat. My favorite Christmas shirt ever.
Wow.
Corey says, did I win?
Well, you probably got a good chance.
Al is on.
Hey. Saw Lisa yesterday.
Christmas miracle if he doesn't.
Is Sean not on?
I don't see him.
Oh, everybody, this is your chance.
Oh, yeah.
This is your freaking chance. The world, Sean versus the world, and there's no Sean. Now it's just the world. If you guys can't win tonight. Those things right in my ear. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put it over here on the side. Every time I breathe, it's like.
Al says.
So Merry Christmas.
Happy
holidays
Christmas.
to everybody who isn't Merry Christmasing.
Grinchmas, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah. Hanukkah actually starts on Christmas Day this year. December 25th is the first day of Hanukkah. It's interesting.
So
Yeah, we're going to be done, and they get 7 more days of gifts, man. What kind of bullshit is that?
Cat says, thank that tank.
The Jews have always had it so good in this world. I don't understand, man. So good.
We always had it so good.
Oh.
Hold on. I'll get rid of it. Don't worry. There we go. All right. So we got a really big show. Really big Christmas
show.
Yep, the Christmas show, which means we all have our hats on.
That's
And we wish you Merry
pretty much
Christmas.
it. Yep.
And happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, happy holidays to all the people who don't Christmas.
No
or
gifts,
Hanukkah.
no parties, no special guests. It's just Christmas with hats.
Like, I got to tell you, man, I can't afford this Christmas. I don't got money for gifts this year. I can't imagine being Jewish and have to give gifts away. So, like, what is it, 8 days, 7 days? It's 8 days, right?
It's 8 days. But they don't give away all those gifts, so, like, each day is like a pair of socks or something. It's not it ain't like Christmas gifts. It's not like they get all the Christmas gifts 8 days in a row. They get like small gifts. My understanding. I mean, I'm not Jewish, but you know, my understanding.
Yeah, somebody on there can explain it to us.
I listen to Adam Sandler songs. I know all about it.
Where did I hear where did they play an Adam Sandler song? I heard one the other night. Somebody was playing it. All right. So like, share, and comment. All right. So that you get a chance to win tonight. We got a whole box of things from Sean. Some things I'm not gonna go. Did you see the box?
I didn't.
Go look in a box.
Okay.
There's little envelopes.
Okay.
Like plastic envelopes.
All right.
There's one with a bunch of little things in there. Look in that bag.
Okay.
Sean gets bored and he sends me stuff now.
In this one?
Nope.
Oh.
Hold on. All right. So while Julie's going through the box, like, cause there's a box like this big, full with stuff, stands, all different cool blocks. All right. Keychains. We got red, white, and blue 30-round Magpul mag keychains.
Cool.
Those are really cool. So like it, share. Don't forget to comment. Let us know that you like the chair, because sometimes we can't do it. If you, for some reason, still haven't gone over to YouTube and subscribe to Musings with MGL. Like, take your slap happy, bells ringing, hat wearing ass over there, right? Because you should be following him anyways on YouTube so you can keep up with everything that's going on. All right?
These things?
Yeah.
What are they?
Look at them. See what they are?
Uh-huh.
So Sean has sent me a bag of miniature penises.
Oh my God.
Ah, jeez.
They're like this big. Like a
You
bag.
literally got a bag of dicks? Is that what you're saying?
I got a bag of dicks. Like, what am I supposed to do with a bag of dicks?
Yeah. I think he's just calling you a name. I think you're supposed to eat them, is what my understanding. You're supposed to eat a bag of dicks. That's the eat a bag of dicks is what I think you're supposed to do with a bag of dicks.
Check this out. How cool
Nice
are
Christmas
these?
episode we got going on.
Those are very nice.
Ah. Are those French magazines?
What's that?
Red, white, and blue.
Those French
Red, white, and blue.
magazines? They got like the French colors on. Looks like the French flag.
What is wrong with you?
That's what it looks like.
Why would the French have a 30-round magazine? They can't even
Why
say
would they
gun
put
over
their
it.
colors on a magazine is my question.
It's red, white, and blue. Just not in that order.
Victor Chin is on.
Hey, what up?
He says, sounds like Julie's building an IKEA shelf down there. He's rattling around. James Thorpe is on.
What up?
And Corey said he thinks you need a cowbell. More cowbell.
More cowbell.
More hat bell.
All right. All right.
More hat bell.
So we didn't look up a toast. So I'm gonna have to wing it.
Is that one?
Is it a Christmas toast?
I said it should be a Christmas toast. Should be pretty easy to find a Christmas toast.
All right, look
God
up
bless
Christmas
us,
toast.
everyone.
God bless us, everyone. Is it everyone or every one of us? Everyone.
Everyone. It's God bless us, everyone.
All right, let's go. Let's hear the Christmas toast. Hey, we're not supposed to be doing toast anymore.
You guys
They're
are.
supposed to be
That's
doing it.
right.
They're supposed to be sending us the toast.
Yep.
Somebody's getting lazy.
Yep.
That's all I'm
Oh,
saying.
that's right. That's right.
That's right.
We said that a couple shows ago.
Oh. All right. What's the number? We got a number? We at 10?
Are at 8.
8. We're almost at 10. We're almost double digits.
Oh, boy.
How many we got out going on YouTube?
Probably none. Nobody ever watches on
Do I
YouTube.
got my rumblers? I love my rumblers. Okay. So,
Come on, man. She doesn't have a screen
everybody
open
come
to
up with
every
that?
channel.
No. No.
Did we do the sponsors yet? We did do the sponsors. Did I miss it?
no, I'll spank the sponsors right
say.
now.
Okay.
All right. I got to let Carrie, I got to give her a little bit of heads up because you got so much.
Oh, yeah.
I
yeah.
understand. I understand, but let's spank them anyways. All right. What's that? Rocking and rolling the Christmas edition.
Yeah.
2 on Rumble, 1 on YouTube. Love it.
All right.
And the YouTube
All
is
right,
probably us.
Let's spank the sponsors. So first of all, our king sponsor. What's up with the Grinch? There's no music for Christmas?
Where's your flute?
No,
With-
the fucking Grinch, man. This is what I do with Christmas.
It's right in with a bag of dicks.
Great shirt, yeah. Send him the bag of dicks.
Yeah.
My cousin got me that for Christmas last year for obvious reasons. So, yeah, no, it's my Christmas, it's my Grinchmas shirt.
Awesome. All right, so our king sponsor.
It makes you happy.
There you go. Thank you. Johnny Custom Glocks. Why? Because life is too friggin' short to have a Glock trigger that sucks. And here's what I got to tell you. If you're not rocking a Johnny Custom Glock trigger and you got a 43X or a 48 and you only got a little box that looks like this, you're missing out on friggin' life. Like,
You might be missing out on life because you got a Glock trigger that sucks.
that's a good point. Like, it's bad. We were talking about this yesterday. It's bad when everybody comes over and they shoot the laser guns and they go, you need to put a Johnny Custom Glock trigger in. It's like, I can't put, it's not a real trigger.
That's what I said.
Sean's on.
Oh, you guys missed your opportunity. I hope everybody dove in. All right.
So Micah Breckle says, nice hat.
Yeah. Just for you, Mikey. Right. So get yourself a Johnny Custom Glock trigger. Please follow him on his socials just for your own good. So you can see, if you go to his YouTube channel, you will be able to see what he does when he's working on the guns and stuff like that. You just learn a lot. So do yourself a favor. Follow him on YouTube at least. All right. Sean Hilton and smokeshow3d.com.
Oh, yeah, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. Don't forget to use your
Cowboy.
code FSPN to get you 10% off if you can't win. And you want one of these? Or one of these cool shots? He's trying to tell me that these are French. I'm like, French don't even have guns.
Bees. We have bees to give away tonight.
And stands.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we got a bunch of stuff giving away tonight. So make sure you like it, share, and comment a bunch of times. We got some keep track of these. We're just gonna run out. We got some Johnny Custom Glock patches.
We have a whole bag of them.
Sometimes putting that box up there in front kind of screws up when I go like that. There we go. So we got some patches. Maybe win a red one, whatever. All right. But we got some stuff to give away. Also, this is what we're doing tonight because the holidays screws up our show. All right. We're going to draw 2 more names for November. And then we're going to draw the winner for November for the hours on the simulator. All right. Now, next week we'll have to make up December.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have to start drawing names at like 20 up. All right. You're going to be like
the day after Christmas, nobody's going to be in the mood to do anything else. So we'll just draw a bunch of
or
names,
dinner
give
or
away
something
gifts.
like that. People may have chances to win next week. Like, you guys waited too long. Now he's here. He's coming. He's going to come in with a vengeance. I'm telling you. All right.
Geneva's on. And guess who else?
Who?
Your mama's on.
Gracie.
Hi, Bobby.
Here's the Gracie.
Yes. Love you.
All right. So we got all the stuff mailed out, right? And then how much stuff is still at the Emporium?
I did not check. It didn't look like there's much left there.
No, a lot of people came in. It was cool to see
That's
people. Good. Just have people coming in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get the toast over with. Do we have any
Nobody gave us a toast.
Nobody gave us a toast?
It's their
lazy
job.
bastards. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Lazy bastards. You just want to sit around and watch Sean Hilton win stuff. That's what's going on around here. I don't know what to do. All right, so we got to do toast.
Do all the work.
What's that? Yeah, like, stop touching the volume.
I'm not touching the volume. I'm touching.
You fucking know better.
Here's the deal. One of us is touching the volume.
Okay.
And only one of us is touching that.
Okay.
So whatever you're doing to make it keep talking.
All right.
I don't know. What in the hell is going on over there?
I'm not touching the volume. Oh, it must be me then. All right.
Yeah, of course it is.
So let me.
It's all your fault.
It's always, trust me. Trust me. All right. All right. So get your beverage of choice. Let's do the toast and get on with this.
Did we miss a sponsor? Did you say?
Oh, yeah, we missed a sponsor because we missed a sponsor that gives away the time on the simulator.
That's right.
So, also like to thank the Self-Defense Emporium.
Oh, yeah.
Which should be open soon.
And Sean wants you to unbox your stuff.
No.
We took the bag.
We already did it.
We
We already talked about it. You missed it because you were late. Trying to figure out why we got a bag of dicks.
Yeah. Chris Berry says, toast to the host with the most.
That's Jeff with his shirt.
Yep.
The Grinch with the most.
Your mama says she loves you guys. She loves us.
Love you too, Gracie.
Yeah.
All right.
Same here.
So here's to everyone's holiday season. Merry Christmas. If you're not Merry Christmasing, maybe you're Hanukkah. All right, if you're not Hanukkah,
Kwanzaa.
You Kwanzaa, whatever you're in. Whatever you're into in this time of year, we hope you have a great one. From the three of us, well, the four of us, right? Us and the silent one. All right, from all of us to all of you, thank you for watching the show, supporting us, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Start thinking up your toast for next year. Next week.
Well, next week will be the New Year's show, technically, because it's the day after Christmas. So theoretically, that'll be our New Year's show. So we should definitely come up with a big toast for that.
All right. These hats are hot.
They are.
And I'm not talking like, woo, sexy.
Johnny Glock smoking hat, man.
So how's that hat working, Jeffrey?
What do you mean? It just goes on your head.
Is it foam?
No.
What is it?
It's just like a Santa hat that you're wearing. It's just instead of this being white, it's green with the eyes on it. But it's the same type of just little hat.
So your head
makes you look weird because you got like 4 eyes. I was gonna try and do it like this way the whole show, like I was the Grinch, but then I can't see the screen. I'd probably bang my face on the microphone. So I was like, nah, I can't really do that. So I figured I'd put it up here and look like 4 eyes. And I put my glasses on, I'm some 6-eyed monster. It's weird.
Awesome. All right. So what do we got in store today? What do we got going on? What are we talking about?
I don't know. Julie wanted to talk about the shooting that happened during this week. Another shooting.
Yep.
Wisconsin.
Yeah. What do you want?
Let's get that out.
What do you want to talk about it? What do you want to know about it?
Well,
get rid of guns. Guns are bad.
Yeah, guns are bad.
Yeah.
So guns are bad, but what happened was, and I haven't studied this. I'm just going to come into this blind with just a little information that I have, right? And you can correct me, okay? But from what I understand, some nitwit was talking some 20-year-old nitwit out in California, right? And they were talking about how they should do a school shooting. Is that correct?
The 20-year-old wanted to, create havoc.
I didn't hear anything about that.
No, I heard that on the news today.
I'm probably not as up on it as you guys are. I knew it was a 15-year-old girl, and then there was a lot of talk about is she a girl or not a girl, which nobody, they kind of pushed that off and moved on. Not that it matters, but all I heard was a 15-year-old girl shot a couple people and then killed herself. So I don't know where. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about where she got the gun. I didn't know anything about this. She was talking to somebody else. So you tell me what's going on. That sounds, you know more about it than I do. It sounds like.
The only thing I heard that's different than what we're talking about is the guy from, I think he was in California, is a 20-year-old, and they were texting back and forth, and the 20-year-old wanted to go out and create havoc, shoot a bunch of people. And I don't know if that's what made her do it, but she's been, I guess, troubled for a while, and she had a manifesto that they haven't released. But
sure.
She shot a teacher and a student, killed a teacher and a student, then shot a bunch of other kids. Then she shot herself and killed herself. So it's
right.
And then Biden comes out and says we have to have an AR ban.
Right.
Really?
Now you got me all wound up.
Well, they're not gonna you actually surprisingly you haven't seen a lot of calls for gun laws in this one because even they know that it doesn't fit any sort of narrative that would back that up. It was a handgun. It wasn't a assault rifle. It was a girl, which is usually very, very, very rare that you have a girl. So nobody wants to really make a big deal about that. She was 15, so nobody believed. Obviously, background checks wouldn't have worked or anything along those lines. So you had a few people come out and say, the standard stuff about, we have a gun violence problem. But the story's basically gone already. Like nobody's even talking about it anymore, etc. Because it didn't fit any narrative whatsoever. It wasn't a white guy. It wasn't a racist thing. It wasn't a black church. It wasn't a rifle. So it's already gone. Everybody's talking about budget bills and Elon Musk and other things already.
Rocket Man is on. And then Al says, do you have any advice for parents sending a soon to send to a kid to kindergarten? Eddie Eagle's a pretty good program for that.
Like Eddie Eagle, we'll probably be running like the Eddie Eagle when the Emporium part of SDE opens up. So we're trying to get the range open as fast as we can. And then once that's done being built, finished up, then all the construction goes over to the Emporium. And then when that's open, that's when all the fun starts happening. All right. That's when we need more employees. That's when, we start running all the classes. And that's when Jeff and I start sitting down and doing really cool stuff that we've talked about. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to talk about, we're already being copied anyways. So we'll just wait.
Yeah. I noticed I got like an ad push on something I was looking at on YouTube or whatever. One of the other shops is copying like our ideas, and I'm like, where the hell? I'm like, what the hell is this shit? So yeah, I noticed that as well.
They got single screen, like we got 3 screens. We got a shoot house.
Mm-hmm. There's going to be no competition, but they're going to open before us, I think. Yeah,
it's just whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a shit. We're going to do what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. And, this has been being planned for a long time, not something that, we just kind of threw together or whatever. So we'll deal with that when we get to it. But anyways, good for them.
But yeah, I guess the Eddie Eagle program, I mean, there's not much you can do. I mean, kindergartners are tough. Like, my kid in middle school now, she knows, the run, hide, fight stuff and all the things that we've discussed numerous times. So she's at the age where she can figure it out and kind of probably be generally okay in situations like that. Obviously, it's hard to do that with a kindergartner because, they're in kindergarten. So, I don't really have much advice except hopefully you're in a district that has a school that has the right protocols, that has a good guardian on scene, that has the right doors and the locks and everything else. And if you have a shitty one in your district, and try and school choice the one that's got a better system, and then that you're at that age, you're literally kind of at the mercy of the school and the school district, because you can't teach any separate kind of stuff to your kids because they're too small. You can't be there, obviously, to make sure that everything's going right. So unfortunately, you just kind of have to make sure that the people in your district and at that school have the right protocols. Ask questions, check it out when you go on your own. Make sure that the security guard is not in the corner on his cell phone drinking his Starbucks when he's supposed to be watching the front door. I mean, it's about all you can do.
Geneva says metal detectors, armed guards, access to mental health. Corey said if they need to stop stuff like this, they need to stop the bullies in school. Right there is a big problem, bullying.
Yeah, they can't have like this. When they stop people from fighting back against bullies, they kind of, if you ask me, they kind of just handcuff. You know what I mean? Like, I love bullies.
Well, and I haven't quite figured out. Yeah. Like, I haven't quite figured out. I keep hearing things about this school. Like, this is one of those, like, second chance schools. Like, we have those around here where kids get expelled or whatever, and then they go to, like, the other schools that take, like, the troubled kids. But some people were saying it was a school for those type of kids, and other ones were saying it was a school for kids who were bullied, and it was almost like a safe place school. So I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet, what it is, but it's certainly it's not your standard school. The kids that were in there were troubled kids from either perspective. Either they were the bullied kids that got kicked out of school because they kept breaking the rules, or they were the ones who had been bullied and were having mental health problems or self-esteem problems or whatever because of that. So either way, they put all of the I don't want to use the word problem, but you know what I mean? Like those type of, they put them all in the same school, and you usually end up with problems when you sort of do that. I don't know.
This was I think a K through 12 or K through 8 school, because a second grader is the one who called 911. Your mom wants to know how to share.
How to share?
There should be a share button on there somewhere, no?
Yeah, there should be a share button on the link. Or the Facebook link.
No, I can't see it. Like, where is the share button? Like, I don't know what it looks like when
let me see
it's on.
I did on my phone.
Because we're watching it through the program, so
yeah.
I don't know what it looks like when we're live. So it's either going to be right below the video, Ma, or it's going to be on the right side by where the comments thing is. So
yeah, on mine it's
Yeah,
right
and kind of
below.
like what you were talking about, Mike. I've had this argument with people. Like my mother-in-law was a school teacher for the longest time. She actually dealt with mentally handicapped kids and stuff. But I always had that conversation because it used to. They all have zero tolerance policies now. So if two people get in any sort of fight, they just suspend everybody. They don't do any investigation to try and figure out like who started the fight, who's the aggressor. It's just if you're in a fight, you're out. So if you're sitting there having your milk and some other kid just comes up and punches you in the face for some reason, and then you punch him back, both of you fucking get suspended and go home and don't come to school, which is like what you're saying. That just encourages the bullies because who wants to get suspended for sticking up for themselves? So they just sit there and take it instead of fighting back because they don't want to get suspended. And then parents get mad and they're like, why'd you get suspended from school? So I think they just got lazy and decided, the school boards and the teachers just got lazy and just decided they didn't want to have to do a lot of work or research into cases. So they just started suspending everybody. And then all of a sudden you've got the bullies that are doing everything because they know they can get away with it. So it's kind of weird.
I know a kid that got
told
bullied.
My kid, look,
I told my kid to fight
back. I don't care.
Yeah, great kid, smart action.
No, I've always told my kid to fight back. I said, don't worry about it. You get suspended, I'll take the suspension. You know, I'm not going to get mad at you. Somebody attacks you or is bullying you, you kick him in the face, throw punch, whatever you got to do. And then if you get suspended, we'll go for ice cream or something. Like I'm not gonna freaking worry about it. As long as she's the victim and fighting back, that's fine. Now, if she bullies and is the aggressor, then she's gonna get in really big freaking trouble. But if it turns out that they were attacking her and she just defended herself and they suspend her for it, all right, we'll go to Universal Studios or something. I'm not gonna get mad at her at all.
Yeah, I told my kids, like I told Nylan when he was younger, like if somebody was bullying him and he whacked him, right? He fought back. He goes, what if I get suspended? I go, I don't care. What do people think? I go, I will take a full page ad out in the newspaper, right? Saying how proud I am of you of what you did. Like, screw that.
Yep. No, I've always said that too.
But
yeah, I don't know. It's just there's a lot of weird things. 15-year-old girl. It's just I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world these days. It's sad. I don't know what you do about that. If she's got bad parents, like, what are you gonna do?
Gabriel and I just had a conversation. It was like last week. All right, because I couldn't find my phone, so I took his phone and I called my phone. I told him that when he came home, I told him I use his phone. Right. So the thing is, Gabriel gets very little screen time, whether it's on his phone, on his computer, or whatever, and it's all helicopter parenting. All right,
sure.
So what happened? He goes, how'd you get into my thing? I said, I put your password in. He's like, how do you know my password? I go, first of all, it's not that hard.
It's not your password, first off, because it's my phone. That makes it my password.
Right. Understand that it's my phone. I go, you don't have anything. I say, until you move out, until you're 18 and you move out, okay, you have very little security, like very little privacy. Mm-hmm. I go, because you may be one of the smartest kids I ever met, but you have zero real world experience and you don't know how shitty this world is. So I'm not going to let you make a bad decision. So we're always going to spy on you, right? Your door's never going to be closed, like, period. All right. Because it's our job to stop you from doing stupid shit. And that's it. And he was like, okay. And that was it. He was fine with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you really don't.
It's the same with Kara. She doesn't. I know her passcode. She's not allowed to change it. I'll go randomly pick up her phone, put in the passcode. I'll check it to make sure she's not bullying people in text or watching inappropriate things. And then if I ever pick it up one day and the passcode's changed, guess what happens to her phone? It's not her phone anymore. And she doesn't get to.
There you go.
She doesn't get to use it. Yeah, she's got no social media. She's got no TikTok, no
figure
Facebook.
Out the password.
Yep. No TikTok, no Facebook, no Instagram. She's on YouTube, but she's using my login YouTube account, which means I can watch the videos that she watches to make sure it's not inappropriate. And she has Pinterest because all you can do on there is post pictures and like give thumbs up to people. So yeah, there's no social media going on, and I have full access to it. And if the passcodes ever change, she's losing that shit. So unfortunately, you just got to be that way. And if you're gonna not be that way, then your kids are gonna get get a big problem. I think social media is causing definitely a lot of this stuff with kids.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of comments on here that you got to teach your kids how to fight, and you know, if they have to defend themselves, you got to have their backs.
That's it.
Pretty much.
100%.
Well, you can't be like. Also, you can't be like full drunk, Mad Dog McGowan, like just fight everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Are you sure?
Well, you know, I try hard. Like I try not to be a shitty parent. I'll tell you that. You know, but I try to explain to my kid. You know, like basically, you know, with what is it? Great power comes great responsibility, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like this, the whole thing, and being punished by me is not good. You know what I mean? So it's like, although my favorite thing is when Nyland used to teach with me. Like Nyland started doing classes with me when he was 7, right? Thank you. And people always go, because you always get the crybabies, they go like this. What would you do if your kid touched your gun? Like, smack the shit out of him. He's got his own gun. He doesn't need me touching mine.
Right. Yeah. Why is he touching my gun? Go get
That's
your
right.
own. It's my gun.
Buy you a gun so you could use mine.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's where a lot of, like, I think, you know, a lot of like martial arts is a big deal in that. If you can get your kids into martial arts when they're young, that's always good because that teaches them discipline and responsibility, not to go around and punch people for no reason. They always teach you that it's for self-defense and you learn all the skills and stuff. So it's also a good way for them to learn, you know, structure and rules and everything else as well. So there's a lot of things you can do for that. Certainly if you can get them into a nice shooting or gun program when they're younger, if you get the right instructor, that can help. So there's definitely ways to make sure you have kids that are, they're in that middle there. They know how to protect themselves, but they're also not going to beat up other people or misuse their skills. So you just got to be a good parent. It's not that difficult. Like I have no freaking clue. I had my first kid when I was like 34. Like what the fuck do I know about kids? But it ain't that hard to figure out. Like if you're a good person, it's pretty good. It's pretty easy to make somebody else a good person. It's not as difficult as everybody claims it is.
Like I'm like this. I will give you like praise way over here, and you'll get punishment way over here. You get them both. You get extremes on both sides. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If you know, like me, just like training with me, you are more likely to get yelled at for doing something good because I get excited than doing something bad.
Oh, I must not have done anything good yet because I have never been yelled at for doing anything good by you.
Well, you gotta come out there more often, then. That's all I'm saying.
I guess I'm still holding out hope I do something good. I guess.
Al's mentioning that when the kids become teenagers, they go onto somebody else's house, and then you have no control over what's going on in the house.
Yeah, but the thing with that is,
but if you've raised your kids right, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, they should.
Right, you gotta instill in them what's right and what's wrong, and also,
right.
You know, you gotta instill that. You know, you got to check the house where they're going to. You know what I mean? So, you know, Gabriel has few kids that have been asked to sleep over. You know what I mean? So,
right.
He
you should know the parents of the other kid that they're going to. You shouldn't just be like, "Oh, I want to go to this house," and have never met the parents at a school function or anything like that. Like you gotta try and learn that stuff. And again, you know, I mean, you're right. It's like everything else. You send them out in the world, and all you can do is give them the skills that they need to make the right decisions, and you hope that they make the right decisions. And whether there's other people influencing them or not influencing them, if you've done your job, they should be fine. Now, you know, if they walk into another house and there's kids in there goofing off with a gun, and they know that you shouldn't be messing with a gun, they should leave the house or go tell somebody that the other kids are messing with a gun. Like there's things that you just have to, all you can do is give them the skills and trust that they do the right thing. And hope for the best.
Oh, I got lazy the other night, so I had somebody ask if Gabriel would like to sleep over their house because her son's coming into town. And it was more like, well, if Josh lets his kid get over there, I guess we're good. Sure. I got kind of lazy on that one, you know. So
yeah, but it's at least twice removed. Like if one person's sending their kid over there, then you know the other person, you can kind of trust that they know what they're doing. So it's it's not as it's not. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's not as difficult as everybody makes it out to be. You just got to put in the effort. You know,
that's it.
It's easy to be like, oh, these kids with the social media and can't compete with that. Yeah, you can. Just take the fucking phone away. If I take your phone away, then they get mad. Like, who gives a shit? Like, yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand it. There's so many people out there that are like that. It's just it's impossible to know what they're doing. Yeah, that's bullshit. You can figure it out. Nobody's entitled.
It's like this. My thing is always going to come down to, you want to fight me over it? Because that was my dad. My dad was like this. My dad's poking me in the chest. He's like, this is what I want you to do. I want you to walk out that back door. I want you to walk around the house, knock on the front door, and call me outside. Like, I was 7. I didn't even know what the fuck he was talking about.
Your mom just said, did I do well with Mike?
Yes.
I think so.
That's not true. You always said that we were a bunch of delinquents.
Yeah, I did say that. You were delinquents, you and your buddies.
We were a bunch of good kids.
Probably were.
We were really not getting caught too much.
So James Northrup says, we always talk to the hosting parents of a gathering. So yeah, you gotta know the parents. You gotta check them out.
You gotta put in the effort. Like that's all it takes is effort and caring. If you don't care about any of those things, then it's easy to be a bad parent. But if you care, it's not real difficult.
It's not.
Schools are different. I mean, you can't protect the kid at school. Schools are tough because that's definitely one place that you just don't have any real control over. I mean, if you're lucky enough to be able to homeschool, you don't have to worry about it. If you're lucky enough to be able to afford a really fancy private school that has a bunch of armed security, then you don't really have to worry about it. But if you can't do any of those things, you sort of have to rely on the public schools. You just have to be an involved parent. You go to the school board meetings, talk to the principal, make sure things are going the correct way, and just keep your eye on things. That's really about all you can do. And then as they get older, instill the correct things in them to get. Like I tell my kid, there's like basically 2 things you got to remember in a shooting. 1, don't try and save anybody. You get your shit and you get out of there and worry about yourself. And then there's the other 3, which is the run, hide, fight kind of things. The first thing you do is try and run. If you can't get away, you hide. If you don't have any last minute options, then you fight. Like those are the 3 orders. Don't fight first. Don't hide first. You run, hide, fight, and don't fucking try and save anybody, and you'll probably be okay.
Scotty says, too many parents don't teach or discipline their kids. They basically, they're babies raising babies,
right?
And they become their friends rather than the parent.
Right.
And that's a big mistake. Big mistake.
Oh, yes.
You know, that's
like always the number one mistake. They want them to like them.
Yeah.
I'm very fortunate that Gabriel goes to the school that he goes to.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
That I can actually
the conversation you
call up and say like, "Hey, how's my kid?"
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like he has been in that school since
preschool,
he was like,
right?
Preschool. He's in 8th grade, so he's been in there since pre-K. And the relationships the friendships that I have, like strong friendships with, the faculty of that school, make it really easy. First of all, Gabriel's very loved at that school, so he's got it kind of easy, but, I can make phone calls and say, hey, blah, 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 stuff like that. Like this, I was out of town and Mafi was coming in from Arcadia, and there was an accident, like a really bad accident, and she couldn't get to school. So she couldn't get there even to the latest time to pick Gabriel up, right? So I'm not going to tell you who took him home, but they took him home, right? They just took our kid and just brought him to their house. You know what I mean? I mean, they have a whole bunch of kids anyway, so they probably didn't even notice one more.
That's probably true.
I told Gabe, I said, keep acting up, because if you act up, I go, I can get rid of you and take one of them, and they won't know for weeks, if not months, that they're missing one. Right? Yeah. We already planned out which one we're taking, right? I already told the dad, I said, this is the one I'm going to take. Why that one? I said, these are the reasons. He's like, oh, those are all good reasons. I go, plus, I don't think you're going to miss. It's going to be a while. He's like, yeah, probably right. So we got it all planned out. If he comes up, we're just going to erase all the pictures or Photoshop them and say, like, that's him. Like, what are you talking about? That's him. Gabriel's always have curly hair. So we got a plan. Plus, it always helps with the discipline. You wouldn't get rid of me. No, I wouldn't. Even though I already have a new kid picked out. But, yep. I mean, everybody's
another shooting.
Pretty much has
nothing big came out.
Idea. What's that?
So yeah, just another week, another shooting, but nothing major coming out of it as far as any crazy calls. Like I said, it didn't fit anybody's narrative, so it just disappeared real quick.
Well, that's the thing, But go ahead.
Oh, on another note, the ghost gun the guy used to kill the CEO, it looked just like a Glock.
But it's the same measurements as a Glock.
Yeah. Did you see a picture of it?
No, I've seen 3D printed.
Yeah.
I mean, there are companies that are
stippled handle, stippled grip as well. I mean, it just looked so much like a real glove.
What it is just not made by Glock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not the same space age polymer. All right. So it's just 3D printed like that is, I mean, that's what people are doing now. You know what I mean? Like everything else is because I heard, it takes like 2 seconds. Like I was watching some news channel. I can't remember what it was. And they had a firearms expert.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, and the guy literally said, well, they're 3D printing these guns. And now, because of that, they can get them through metal detectors. Like, jackass, let me help you out. 2/3 of the gun is friggin' metal. They're not 3D printing a barrel.
I was going to say, what?
And the bullets. Well, hold on now. Hold on.
Oh, here it comes.
Now, hold on. The other night, Kara and I were watching the greatest Christmas movie of all time, Die Hard.
Die Hard.
The second one, not the first one. Die Hard 2. And in that movie, I was told that punk pulled a Glock 7, which is a porcelain gun made in Germany and doesn't show up on your metal detectors. And that was in like 1992. So you're wrong.
Well, I'm gonna say, not that I know anything.
Glock 7.
Okay. But there are we'll call them the Glock 7-ish. There have been Glock 7-ish guns made. All right. Government.
Porcelain gun.
I don't know who.
And it costs more than you make in a month.
Yeah. So it's.
I was also watching. There's this new movie on. Oh god, yeah. There's this new movie on Netflix called Carry On. You should watch it. It's actually a pretty good movie where they're like blackmailing a TSA agent at the airport to like allow a bomb package through, and they kidnap his girlfriend or whatever. But the bad guy in that gets into the terminal and he pulls out like a completely see-through plastic gun. Like it looks like a gun, but you can see through it. And it's firing bullets and it's like shooting people. But if you shoot like more than 4 times in a row, it explodes the gun because it gets too hot. So somehow, does he have plastic bullets? Because how did he get the bullets through the metal detector? Because he's like shooting actual bullets. They're not like plastic bullets or whatever. So I don't know. The whole thing was kind of funny, obviously looking at it. But that guy brought in a completely see-through plastic gun that got all the way through the security of the terminal.
Well, all right, the sim rounds have plastic casings.
Yeah.
Right? But
will they shoot you and kill you?
Well, I'm pretty sure if you could make sim rounds have been known to go into people. You've had that. I know people I don't know people. I know people that know people like that.
Sure.
That in training have had sim rounds actually go into their body, through their skin, and then they have to be removed. All right. So does copper set off a metal detector?
Oh, I don't know. I know it's not magnetic.
It's a metal.
I don't know how metal detectors work.
Hmm.
It's a metal. So is lead. But I don't know, if it's It does?
Oh, good. Carry.
Yeah.
I would think so.
I mean,
It's any sort of metal.
I don't want it like 2 drinks into the evening, so I will not start saying what I would do if I had
But
to
that's
do
why
something.
everybody's now switching from the metal detectors to those Evolve machines that just check the outlines or whatever to see. That way, it doesn't matter if the gun's a quote ghost gun or whatever; it'll still show up on the outline when you walk through. So, like, nobody uses. We just went to Universal a couple weekends ago. They don't have metal detectors anymore. They send everybody through the Evolve thing. So, like, nobody cares.
That got me in trouble in DC. What's it? Reagan? Is that the one in DC?
Yeah, Reagan International. Yeah.
Well,
there's also Dulles.
Like 3 scumbags, then Nyland, and then
daughter.
Madeline. They picked her out of line to go through the thing, and I'm like, no. And they're like, well, she's not gonna be able to fly then. I'm like, yes, she is. And they were like, I'm like, you need to go get your supervisor because we're about to make a YouTube video. And then I just told them, like, you're not taking her into a room. You're gonna do it right here. If you do anything that's inappropriate, I'm gonna kick you in the face and I'm gonna punch him. And the guy's like, oh, you don't need to be that way. I'm like, are you friggin' kidding me? Look what we're doing right here.
Yeah. I
go, you guys couldn't stop me from carrying a friggin' broadsword, right, onto a plane. The FBI had just run a test, and they got 69 out of 71 bombs or guns through. And these guys got to take my 16-year-old daughter out of line so they can look at her outline? I don't think so.
Yeah. Victor had a comment about the guy who shot the CEO. He says, do you think he didn't have a booster on his suppressor that made it jam on
That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking. Like, what I think is, like, this is what I saw. He had shitty grip, right? So he had his thumb on a slide. So if he was running, subsonic, and he's got his thumb on a slide, right, and he doesn't have a booster on his can, then he's going to have all kinds of problems. It's not like he could rack a slide, so all of a sudden they think this guy's like a CIA assassin or something. You know what I mean? Like, this, I heard he had a bunch
that's what
of
everybody said. Like, it jammed, and he was able to clear it real quick, so that's why he must have been a professional. I'm like, well, anybody can clear a jam. Right. You got to pull back on the slide.
That's it. Like,
doesn't take assassin training.
What I was thinking last week is that somebody died because of an insurance company. If he's upset because he has back pain, suck it up. All right? Yeah. People live with pain. You big fucking
we still don't even know what's going on there because, right, the pain wasn't very long. He never even had United Healthcare. That wasn't even his insurance. Apparently his family's loaded. They're like billionaires. So he could afford whatever the fuck surgery or medical care he needed, whether he had insurance or not, because his family was filthy rich. So no, that guy's just an anarchist. He's a nut, whatever. So it is what it is. But yeah, no, that was all 3D printed. So I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised that conversation hasn't gone crazy. And again, I think it's because it doesn't fit the narrative, because the left are the ones who don't like guns, but the left also don't like private insurance. So had this been like a Trump supporter who tried to take out like George Soros or something with a 3D printed gun, everybody be calling for 3D printed guns to be removed. But since it was a left-wing Robin Hood who took out an evil corporate guy, nobody's calling for bans on ghost guns or 3D printers, not any more than they have been for years anyway. So that's another one of those things that it's all about the narrative with these shootings.
James Northrup has a question. He wants to know where he can get a list of states that honor the Florida carry permit. He's going to be doing some traveling.
Well, they
give me a call.
They all do. Like the NRA. You can go to NRA and they have an interactive map where you can click on your state and it will give you a list of states. USCCA on their website, I think, has a concealed carry reciprocity map. Florida Concealed Carry Inc. may have one, but I'm quite certain you could go to NRA and they have a page that's just all the states in America, and you just click on your state and it tells you all the other states that have reciprocity with your CCW. Yep, 8:55. Let's roll out our Christmas gifts.
What?
I think we need to
it's
start.
8:55. We need to do our drawing and roll out our Christmas gift.
I like, share, and comment, or whatever. All right, and we're gonna crank it up. We're gonna get out of here.
Okay.
Got some rapping to do.
Do we need to do the?
It was
names?
December 25th, and
We need to
all
do the
through
regular
the
things.
house, not a creature, a story, not even a mouse. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Tom McDonald's got a new Christmas song out. If you haven't heard it, you should watch that. It's only like a minute long.
So what do we? What's our first drawing?
First drawing is going to be what's first?
The stand.
Stand.
Giving away a stand.
All right. You start on Sean, and then what kind of spin was that? Victor Chen, we're going to give it to him.
Victor Chen. Woohoo.
All right, gets a stand.
Okay. Next, a block.
Armor's block. Spin it. John, but it goes to Corey.
I know for certain Corey's probably won stands before.
He's getting another one. So it's 1-1, Sean against the world. All right, so now we're giving away what?
The JCG patch.
All right, getting a patch. Spin it.
Is that like the one that's on your hat?
Yep, but it's black. We're going to give a black one away.
I want one of those. I want one of those red ones like you got on your hat.
You got it.
Keychain is next.
Keychain. So it's Sean 2, World 1, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, spin it. No, keychain come from Sean.
Everything comes from Sean. Smoke Show 3D.
Burn! Burn gets a keychain.
Yep.
3-1, Sean.
Yep. Sim chances.
All right, so next two is for a chance to win tonight, to win the hour tonight. Spin it.
I want to take one of those keychains through the security at the courthouse to see what happens.
All right. Lisa Newman. One more time. Spin it.
Winner, chicken dinner.
4-2, Sean. All right, so we got who the 2-1 tonight? Lisa Newman and Lana.
Mm-hmm.
So put them on the wheel, and whenever you get ready, let us know, and we'll spin it.
This is for the actual hour on the simulator.
Yeah, there's two people that are going to win time on the simulator.
Sweet.
Hey, did you actually mail something up to Robbie?
I think I did. So this is, what is this for, November?
November. Yep.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Oh, look at that.
1 hour.
So exciting. Oh,
Lisa with 2 eyes. Nice.
All right, one more time, please.
Lisa with 2 eyes.
Spin it again.
Lisa with 2 eyes.
Spin it again.
Oh my gosh.
Don't hit bankrupt. There we go. Sean's going to get this
And
one.
Sean. There we go.
Nice.
So now we need the people for November.
Yeah, so next week we're going to draw a bunch of people, so we got to start this a lot earlier so you pick all the names.
Yep.
Because next week we're doing all of December. All right. So let me spank the sponsors one more time. All right. Our king sponsor, Johnny Custom Glocks. Life is way too friggin' short to have a Glock trigger that sucks. And the guy that gives us all the stuff and wins it himself, Sean Hilton from SmokeShow3D.com.
Oh, yeah, baby.
And Sean says, go buy shit. I got a dental bill to pay.
There you go.
So go to his website, buy some stuff.
He's making a whole bunch of different cool colors, stuff like that.
Wonderful.
It's awesome. All right.
And 10% off.
Let's thank the Self-Defense Emporium for all the simulator time. Awesome. All right.
Sean said, I'm almost up to a whole day on the simulator.
There it
I was
is.
gonna say he's gonna have all these hours stacked up. He's gonna be sitting there all day. Bring your lunch.
Bring it. I'll
Yeah,
spend
why
all
not?
day with you. Like hanging
Yeah,
out.
we'll be there. Why not? I'll come hang
All
out.
right. So, once again, I want to thank everybody for watching the show. I don't know what we got up to, but how many we got right now?
We have 15 now. I think we
How
have
about that?
17.
How about that?
18. Yeah.
All right.
It's good.
Thank you to the people over on YouTube, and especially want to send a big thank you out to all my rumblers. Keep on rumbling.
Yeah.
All right.
Rumble.
Now, once again, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy Holidays to other people who aren't Christmas and Hanukkah. All right. So, thank you guys.
Yep. Merry Christmas to you guys. Merry Christmas, Carrie. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays, whatever. We'll see you December 26th. As far as we know, we'll be doing a show. So it'll be the day after Christmas. We'll talk about all the goodies we got and get ready to ring in the new year. And we'll spin, and give out a bunch of more goodies before 2025. Yeah, unless everybody's hungover or went on some secret cruises or got in fights with in-laws and they're sitting in jail or something. We'll figure it out.
Don't forget to call Jeff.
Yeah, I was going to say,
If like that happens, we'll let you know.
All right.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Well, thanks again, everybody.
Merry Christmas. See you next
Merry
week.
Christmas.
Be
Play
safe.
music. Peace.